What is up, everybody? Triple here today. So, not only have Sony fanboys and Xbox haters been taking shots at Starfield and how the game looks and performs, there are people, other studios who make video games as well, has been taking shots too. So, this is running with scissors. They are famous for making the Postal franchise of games that's mainly on PC. Some of the games have hit console, but mainly on PC. And this is what they stated, taking shots at Starfield. This is why we upgrade engines when making new games. And you compare a picture of Red Dead Redemption from 2010 to Starfield. That's like, really? It's like, how are you taking shots at Starfield or Bethesda when your games would never be to the same quality as a Starfield or a Bethesda game in general? So, I don't know. It's just fascinating how people who make indie games that aren't even highly rated is taking shots at a legendary studio as Bethesda. It's just fascinating, but they keep going. They keep going forward with this whole bashing Starfield because they really just want attention at this point. So let's give them the attention they want because clearly they just want attention at this point. People are still defending 30 frames per second in 2023. As they mock Starfield being 30 frames per second when none of their games are the same quality as a Bethesda game. So it's just fascinating how they're just going with this. Now, people have been roasting these guys nonstop. I don't know if this is the head of the studio that running with Scissors who runs this account or some random person who runs this account, but they're being cooked all day. They're getting cooked nonstop in the comment section. Your game looks like dog crap, pipe down. This is their latest game that just released. Postal 4, No Regrets. I guess it's supposed to be a play on No Regrets, but No Regrets. It has a 30 score on Metacritic and a 5.1 user score. A 3 out of 10 is what people rated their most recent game. They have the audacity to speak on Starfield. It's like, geez. They just have zero shame at this point. Imagine having a record as mid as this and bad math on Bethesda. Look at the 9-day difference as Bethesda games got all highly rated games compared to people who make Postal. The average score is like a 3 or 5. It's just embarrassing. It's just like, really. I guess they're just trying to get clout for whatever means. It's just sad. They gotta be reduced to this to try to get people to pay attention to their Postal game. Just sad indeed. Please make a game like Starfield that runs at 60 frames per second at high resolution. We will gladly support it. Yeah, a Postal type game in space, that would be cool. Then the account responds and says, we'll need that Microsoft money first then. Yeah, like Microsoft will have anything to do with you people if you just trash one of their biggest games coming out this year. Like, it's just the audacity of this group of people right here. Did Postal 4 now launch with awful, miserable optimization issues? You really can't leave out that criticism. So apparently that game launched bad as well, but they have the audacity to criticize Starfield. This was like, these guys are just clearly just out of the loop at this point. People will defend generationally great games even if they're 30 frames per second because at the end of the day, the game is still legitimately great. The same can be said for a 60 FPS piece of crap like the games you guys make. Relax. I'll tell you what, develop a game with the same ambition as skill, if not greater, and have it run at 60 frames per second on console. That sounds good. They can't do it. It's like they're just hating that Starfield's in a spotlight, and their games will never have that much attention as Starfield is getting right now. It's just so jealous. They're just so jealous at this point. It's just sad. You got some balls, lol. The average career score is a 50. I was like, geez. With the highest one being Postal, which had a 71 Metacritic, and the lowest one being Postal 3. The Postal 3 or 4. Postal 4 or 3, 24. Yeah, it's just ridiculous. Listen to a real developer fraud. They actually know how to make games. This is the guy from Sony Santa Monica called our Dreamcast guy. Yeah, I just don't see how they can just say anything about Bethesda. Like, really, this is clout chasing at its finest at this point. Like, this is all this is clout chasing. A developer with a track record as abysmal as this is not in a position to question Bethesda. Who the hell console wars on a social media page and is trying to sell a game? Yikes. Imagine being the studio behind Postal 4 and talking crap about other games. For those wondering about why this tweet exists, the developer claims that Microsoft decided not to release No Regrets on Xbox as it doesn't fit their library. Oh, so that's why they're so butthurt and attacking Starfield. Xbox didn't want their trash game on their platform. The plot thickens. They're big mad because Xbox didn't want to put their trash indie game on their platform, and they're mad about it. And they're taking shots at Starfield. That is so pathetic and just pure jealousy at that point. Jeez. Well, here's what the response to this tweet was. Of course, they mentioned Redfall as like a comeback. They're so butthurt. Microsoft looked at him this way with his ass game. Pretty much saw their game as trash. Seeing some reviews, that game is awful. Needed way more time at the oven. Don't forget, their game itself is worse than Gollum, and Gollum has been getting just dog polish, and people said that Gollum game is just awful. Their games are D-tier edgy just to be edgy games, not missing much. Good dude is just a clown. Developers can be salty too, not just fanboys. Yeah, because it's like, what did this random hate just come from? Well, we see the reason why. Apparently, Microsoft said, "Don't put your trash on our platform. We don't want it," and they've been butthurt ever since. I've heard of the console wars, but to see an actual dev studio talk like this and their response in that thread, this is appalling unprofessional behavior. I would never support this company. I'm definitely not. I definitely don't buy any of their games. And that game's even like it's even high quality to begin with. So it's just like stay, like this guy says, stay in your lane. Make some trash indie games. And you're just butthurt because Microsoft didn't want your games on their platform. This guy says, "I'm dead. These guys are talking crap. Really? You?" As he points and laughs at him. Postal 4, Dog Crap Edition, Day 1 in your local dumpster. How to destroy your brand and credibility. Clowns. Yeah, I don't care what, especially, I would take Starfield 30 frames per second or any day over this trash that they produce. The trash that this Brandon with Scissors company produces. I was like, here's the attention they wanted. Apparently they wanted some attention. Here you go. Maybe that'll help sell some of your crappy indie games at this point. This is really cynical for another game dev to say about your colleagues in the industry. Promote your games on their own merits without dragging down others. Starfield would do just fine at 30 frames per second. We see the sales and the reaction so far. People are excited about Starfield. We can't say the same for Postal and their games. Y'all still a studio in 2023? Oh man. This company will literally never come within light years of what Bethesda does. Starfield could be 24 frames per second and succeed, while Running with Scissors will fail no matter what they do. They make funny trash that will never be taken seriously. Jeez. Postal 2 is one of the worst optimized games of all time until the most recent update. The crap didn't even run good on my RTX 3060. I love you, Running with Scissors, but seriously stop trying to pretend y'all are any better at optimization than Bethesda. So these are people who actually play their games, and they say their games are even badly optimized. So it's like, this just reeks of pure jealousy at this point, because if you have problems optimizing your games, and your games are some indie games, and you're taking shots at a company like Bethesda, like really? This just reeks of pure jealousy at the end of the day. They're just mad because Microsoft didn't want their low quality games on their platform, and they're mad about it. But I'm gonna conclude it right here. They got what they wanted. They got the attention they wanted. I hope they hope they enjoyed that little bit of attention. Maybe we'll sell some more copies of their lowly rated games. I don't know, but I'm gonna conclude it right here. Definitely want to see your thoughts down below about this. We got game developers taking shots at other game developers to try to sell their games. That is just bizarre, but definitely want to see your thoughts down below about it. Leave a like this video, and as always, thanks for watching, and peace.